course, it decides to do that. Okay. Well, hello. Hi. Hi. How are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? So, I am ready, and I am ready to put some makeup on. This is my hair. I feel like I don't look at the right spot. I think you're there, but are you here? Are you here? Are you here? Are you? Hey, okay. So, hi. I took a shower, and I believe my mic is on. I'm a little congested. I'm sorry. I'm a little congested. I plan on putting some makeup on. That's how dry my face is. Very dry. So I'm gonna put some makeup on. But I wanted to do some skincare first. Like when I tell you I love this bag, I don't have any earphones in my ears, so I can't hear what you're hearing. But, well, how is that sweet? It's great. I love this bag. It's like a plastic. So that if the sound quality is not good and whatnot, I'll delete it, or it will be up for your enjoyment. I just don't want to take out too much time from everyone's day or night. It is night. When I'm filming, it's night. I believe it is 10 p.m. 10 p.m. 10 p.m. 10 p.m. 10 p.m. So if it is they stopped being as loud at about this time, about 9:30 or 10 o'clock. And tonight they're being extra loud at this time. And it was quiet earlier. So I don't know if it's one. I'm under the impression it's one neighbor that has like a big social life. And I did state in my empties video that like I'm really confused by my neighbors. Like there'll be a radio silence for like a month or 2 months, and then all of a sudden like every weekend or one weekend out of the month there will be like lots of activity, lots of movement. Sounds like a family, sounds like kids, sounds like teenagers, sounds like a party, sounds like drunks, whatever. And typically it dies down at 11 o'clock, but sometimes it goes until like 1 a.m. I'm just really confused at like how these people live, because it must not be their full-time home, because I don't even hear footsteps, and these are like older complex, so I'm just really confused about how my neighbors are. So I have confusing neighbors. Okay, I'm actually diving into my old pack of makeup. It's old. It's like not old, but I haven't used it in a while, so I'm gonna get into stuff I haven't used for a little bit. We're gonna see how that goes. I did throw it in here, so to pay homage, like seriously, to pay homage to Rawbeauty Kristi. She's literally having the best year of her life when the rest of the world is having like the worst. And I feel so bad because she feels guilty because she's such a loving, gentle soul, but she deserves this. Like, she finally ovulated and got pregnant with her husband. They tried to have babies like 15 years ago, or they've been together 15 years. So like they finally are pregnant, and the baby is due, I think, like next month, and like it's amazing. Her life, everybody is so proud of her. The whole beauty community is proud of her. She's been non-problematic, very loving person. So Rawbeauty Kristi, I started following her when she was just getting into makeup from stopping her fertility and pregnancy videos. So I remember her with I remember her when she had like she was doing the tanner skin and the darker hair, and she was living in a different house. And so I've been a fan for I don't want to say a decade, might be a decade. Girl, we're in our 30s. I'm sorry. I and myself and Kristi and quite a few YouTubers, we're in our 30s, okay? So we can use the term decades because it is in fact decades, okay? So I want to pay homage because she had been mentioning, I want a color pop collab, color flop, color pop, color bob, color mom. She called it color mom. The color pop collab that just came out with her, I believe it's called At Forest Site, but I ordered it. It should be coming to my house. I did purchase the Pure Rawbeauty Kristi. They had like the snafu where Pure didn't order enough components and whatnot. So I do have that here. Here's a colorful side. Where's the one that says Garden State Tribute? Oh, side effect. Where's that? I love this one. Not because it's the neutral, but because it has one of her phrases. It has one of her phrases that says, "You're not my real dad." So, I will say that her dad is living, and her mom did pass away from cancer when she was 16. She just Oh, she says my whole heart. Oh my god. She says my whole heart. And mood point. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that color. Anywho, I will be using this. Because I like to do my eyes before my face, so I don't have like any fallout issues, blah blah blah. So I was trying to be ASMR, but now I'm kind of like to a point where like I'm trying to whisper and try to not, because my throat, as you can hear, is not in a good state. So I will try to not be as excited about using this palette on camera, but I cannot help myself. So I don't see an eyeshadow base in here, but I will go in with the LA Girl Pro Concealer on my eye. I haven't finished moisturizing, but I do want to get this eyeshadow look going. And I'm already 14 minutes in. I like to keep my videos shorter, because as far as like quality content, I'm not using my finger, I'm using a brush to really stretch out the color. I don't remember if he said get so Bobby. I don't know what that means. My husband texted me. So this is my Chit Tat. Get ready with me. ASMR style. I have some like dry lips. Excuse me. So my mother took my children for the weekend, which she has not done since my son has been born. And before that, when my son was born, she took my daughter so we could be in the hospital. My daughter is on the autism spectrum, so we didn't want to traumatize her with the experience of giving birth. Excuse me, if she had not been on the spectrum, I would have wanted her to be there when I gave birth, so, life. And my mom took my daughter for, I believe, a day and a half. And then we settled in with my son and went to pick her up. So, yeah, I believe it was one overnight, because she took her in the morning and then I gave birth that afternoon. So yeah, it was one overnight, so like a day and a half. And so my son is 1.5 years old, so my mother hasn't like had my children like an overnight, both of them at the same time, ever. And my son hasn't been away from me ever, but he's like a social butterfly, so but I have the time, so that's just like a really quick reasoning why I actually have the time to film all this for you guys. So I love this brush. This is it is the Necessary Evil. It's a Morphe M443. It's a Morphe blending brush. I got it from Ulta. Oh, I hit the mic. So I love the Rawbeauty Kristi that I showed you earlier, but I also this is the I love Sarai palette too. I was trying to incorporate both the palettes, but I think I might just go with the Rawbeauty Kristi. And I did want to get like some crazy colors happening, so I know I was trying to keep that. I don't even think I've been actually using Cafe Disco like just as an all over lid, like on a daily basis. It's so pretty, so these colors and decide how I want to do. Look at all those browns and neutrals. She is like pew pew. I don't know. I want to use these crazy colors, but I also want to I'm gonna lay down a base. So I'm gonna go in with copper boxes, because her father is a artist, and he molds copper, I believe, is the reasoning behind this shade color and name, is because her father gilds copper. So that's whose dad does that? But I guess in the P&W, that's not what the cool kids say, the Pacific Northwest, the P&W, that you can be more artisan, and the land is so lush, and you can fulfill your artistic Etsy dreams out there. Okay, so I put down some little stanky thing happening. Okay. I don't want to just do neutral though. That's my concern. I said I'm gonna go full on neutral because that's easy. That's easy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna blend Garden State and Hurtful. I'm gonna blend those two together, get a blue green, and put it in my outer corner because I already laid a crease situation. So I'm going to dot, 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 dot. Look at that. Okay. And I'm using it as a mirror. So I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to do both at the same time, because I already am going to have quite a situation for the length of the video. So, and I'm just, again, this is a Morphe brush, but it is a blending brush specifically, and you want like a fluffy blending brush because you can always go back in and pat more color with a different type of brush. See how I just, and it already moved on its own. Like you saw me just do it here a little bit, but it moved itself like more into the grease and whatnot. So, okay, beautiful. Let's see what I have. I'm gonna go in. Should I go on this side? Oh, that mustard, girl. Let's do the mustard. Did I already touch it? I don't know. I'm using the same brush, but I recommend not doing that because when I wipe this, I'm gonna get some green. If you're using blues or greens in your eyeshadow story, you definitely want to use different brushes or use the color switch, which is like a dry sponge that you swirl your brush in and get the color off, because what I'm doing is very risque, because to use like a blue or a green and go back in to other colors, you're risking having a green tone into the eye here. I'm just playing, honestly. With all that kick up, it did, like, not all of it stuck. I think it needs to be a little more blue on the sides, but I don't want to go back into the blue, so let's put on some purple. Like I said, I'm trying to be like a little more adventurous. Right now we have like a watercolor effect. I'm gonna go in with this shade Tribute. I'm trying to go back and forth. So I used Camelot over here and not Dandelion, but now I'm gonna use Tribute, which is this purple, this beautiful, beautiful purple. I'm going to use my mirror finally. And ooh, look at that. Fallout. Purples are rough. It's okay. It's okay. I should have known that purple was gonna fuck me up. I'm gonna do the other eye, and then you can see like what happened. Bring it on up, beach. Sorry. Bring it on up, beach. I feel like Bretman Rock. Beach. Okay, beach. Like, no. So it's like, it did a watercolor effect, which is cool, but look at that. Fallout on that one side. I just want to show what happened was, and I'm going to try to remedy it by being super crazy. Bring it to the other eye. Because remember, we have not put any concealer or foundation or anything. So there's that. It's not looking how I want it to look as far as like, but it is watercolor, so I'm okay with it not being perfect. I'm actually going to go in with the Dandelion shade. Let's see what happens with this one. I'm going to put it on top of the Camelot shade. I'm going to go ahead and put it here. Oh, girl. Oh, shoot. That is way yellow. What? Yellow. So you can see, like, I did like a watercolor type situation, and then we have to remember this is all gonna get cleaned up. We're gonna clean up under here. So I don't know. I feel like it's okay, but do I want to use the gold or Cafe Disco? I love Cafe Disco. You'll see what I mean when I use it. Like, it is I swatched on my hand. There's no, like, it's just beautiful. It's so pretty. Okay, so you might be thinking, oh, that looks okay, but it looks crazy. Like, it looks so crazy. Like, you look like you just threw color on. Yeah, I did. I did throw color on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take Cafe Disco, and I'm gonna take a white or champagne or beige or neutral color. I'm gonna dip into my whole heart here. It's like a fleshy tone. I'm gonna go into Cafe Disco, which is and I'm going to kind of soften the edges. So I'm looking for a neutralizing. So if you have a deeper if you have a deeper skin tone, you need to go with a shimmer and something similar to your skin tone or your eyelid color. And you're just going to buff out the edges a little bit. So it kind of softens it up. You see how that softened up those lines on the top? And that's the goal. So, I soften the edges. I turn on some color. I feel comfortable with the artistic expression I'm going for. And I'm going to go ahead and actually, I'm thinking of using this green shade as like a topper on the corner. Let's see my eyes. Let's try that. I take my ring finger out of my hand because this is the most delicate. You're less likely to press hard. Like if you're putting on eye cream, I recommend you use this one because you're going to pat, pat, pat. You're going to pat, 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 and you're not going to be pressing anything because you're used to using these fingers for everything. So anywho, I dipped into that. I'm going to go ahead and put a little something, something. Let's make a little something, something happen. There we go. I wish this camera could do a little better job of focusing because right now it looks so blurred and perfect. But again, I am pressing very, very, very lightly to get the glitter on there. I feel like an 80s video. Beautiful. Okay. And that was the dose of color, and I love Sarah II. Okay. So as you can see, my hair is not in the place to style. It's wet. I let my hair air dry. I do not use any blow dryer or flat iron on it. I find that my hair is in a worse condition when I do that. It's just personal preference. Also, I'm not good with hair. I'm not good with hair. I'm not doing it. Okay, so let's use the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dewy Primer. I'm hitting the mic and like it's like cardinal scent. So I'm gonna put probably like a dime size amount on my finger because I can't remember how I use it. It smells like candy. And again, oh yeah, it smells like, oh no, it smells like this peel off mask. It smells like a peel off mask. So if you've ever used those cucumber peel off masks from Freeman before all the Korean skincare brands came, and like if you want a peel off mask, you had to go to CVS or Walgreens or wherever. Sorry, I'm US based. So you had to go to like a drugstore, a literal drugstore, and you had to buy the whole tube. And the tube was like the size of like a squeeze cleanser. So you're talking about like 5 or 6 ounces just to put on a cucumber mask. They did not have sheet masks. They didn't have like sample size. If you remember that, we are in our 30s, girl. Boy, non-binary, we are in our 30s. And we used to buy the cucumber peel-off mask, okay? We paid like $3.69 for it. We thought it was a big deal spending $4. We would spend $4 on a peel-off mask from the drugstore. And it was like 6 ounces. And you were almost like, let's peel everything because I just spent $4 on this large size. Thank goodness they come like in little packets now. Not saying that's good for the environment. I'm just saying for the teens that want to use it. I'm glad it's not just like that huge. Oh my god. Okay, so I put on the e.l.f. Dewy primer, and let me tell you, it's dewy. I'm dewy. I'm dewy to do. Okay. The Bare Minerals Stick Foundation. This is a repurchase. This is in the color Birch 1.5. It is a little more yellow for my skin tone. I don't like to do my skin tone. I'm one of those people. And this is a repurchase. I literally dug out, like, it's a twist up, and once it was twisted all the way up, I dug out the middle because I love this so much. It has a slit to it. If you have oily skin, adolescent skin, acne prone skin, this is not for you, okay? This is for the dry. This is for the dry. This is for the middle-aged. This is for people who don't retain moisture. This is for those who will powder the crap out of their face after they put makeup on. It is the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Hydrating Foundation Stick, broad spectrum SPF 25. And even my potty that needs to be seen by a plumbing professional says this is not for oily skin or adolescent skin unless you powder the crap out of it, which I don't recommend powdering the crap out of your face. So, okay. We'll go off on it. I will, because I've always had dry skin. I had normal to dry combination, and now I have dry skin. I'm like anti-powder, anti-cake, just don't. Okay. Again, I'm using my Rawbeauty Fully It cosmetic brush. Yes, Rawbeauty Kristi turned me on to it. Don't hate me if you hate me. I spent the $30-something on this brush. It's very densely packed. The thing with brushes is people want to go in hard and like press. Girl, you cannot do that. Person, them, they, you cannot do that. Just don't. You have to feel the tips of the bristles doing their thing on your face. You just have to. You hear my nose? Like macaroni. What macaroni? That WAP macaroni nose. You hear? Sorry. I'm ruining everything. Okay. So I got some stuff and things going on. I don't know what that was. I don't know if that was a little friend or a little piece of fuzz, but it's gone. And I'm not editing, so I'm probably going to get so much hate for this, but I'm not editing my videos yet. Did I say yet? Yeah, I said yet. Let me see what I can use for concealer. Okay. I decluttered one shade. This is the Fair Rose in the 16-hour camo concealer. I think I called it like 12-hour on my empties video. I'm going to do a dot and a dot and a dot. Because this shit is going to fuck... This is going to fuck me up. Can I tell you that? I censored the word shit, but I said fuck. So, that's my life. That's what I do. Ask all my coworkers. So, I was trying to find something to blend this with. It is not the brush that I was using. Here we go. I'm going to use this that I blended my... And here's the thing. Do not do not try to get more product. Let it be less. Under the eye, like I put way too much product on my skin. Just don't do what I just did. You're better off building. Like, I loaded this crap up like I'm an Instagram model. Do not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit areas where I would conceal a little bit more. But don't do that. Don't do that. What does he say? You and my business? Don't do that. You and my business? What's he sounds like, you and my business? Don't do that. I love him. I made sure, like, I follow his official on TikTok. We can't even talk about TikTok. Like, it's like a hybrid child of Tumblr and Instagram. Like, but with Instagram, Facebook rules. Imagine if Tumblr was still around, like, prominent. And the thing with Tumblr is, like, people could post their own pornography and stuff like that. Like, oh my god. I'm gonna, like, not that I get any monetization at all, but if I were to, I'm getting demonetized. Not that I will make anything off of this, because I'm 40 minutes in and I'm totally boring. And nobody watches my videos yet. Maybe in like 20 years I'll get like 20 views. And the thing is, like, I don't think I could keep up with the demands of being a YouTube person. Like, I think I could keep up with it, but I don't think I would make the money to justify myself continuing to pursue it. So I do it for fun. I mean, like, if I made a few $1,000s off of each post, yeah, girl, I would be posting. I would, if I made money off of it. But I'm just starting. This is like my 3rd video. Who knows? I'm going in with the NARS Laguna. It's like a anniversary type situation from last fall. I'm gonna actually use it to contour, even though I shouldn't. And I have, because I said I was going into my stash. I didn't think I would be using baby brushes, but I am. Look at that little. Give me life. I don't even know. I know I'm gonna go here because I recognize my face fatness. I go here. See how I'm going into my shape. I know it's wizardry. I want to, like, show everybody how to contour their face, unless they have really strong features. You see that? That needs to be blended. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to move around and not be too messy. Oh my god, I've been watching, like, older episodes of Law and Order. Like the, not SVU, not Criminal Intent, like the original Law and Order. I'm, like, obsessed with Briscoe, Logan, all the oldies. Who's the lieutenant? Oh my gosh, what's her name? The black lady. I love her. Amazing. Okay. So I am taking a smaller brush. Using a smaller brush is a lot of work. I don't recommend it. but I do recommend smaller than a blush brush. Let's go in with a highlighting brush. I don't know if they make contouring brushes, but you really want to get, for me, I have a lot of bone right here, and I have roundness here that I want to try to camouflage. So I'm trying to get a little shadow. And again, it's hard to explain because I'm familiar with like casting shadow for painting and whatnot. But if you can try to, like, when you look at yourself in the mirror, try to determine, like, okay, well, I had a bump here. I don't contour my nose like I should. So I'm going to press, and I'm going to cast a shadow. Okay, I'm going to press it again. Cast another shadow on the other side. Okay, I have a very wide, bumpy nose. I don't recommend nose contouring, but I'm using it to show you how contouring works, because it's hard to tell because I have a round face, and I do have like kind of indents where my chin is, so I'm trying to do a little different. I'm gonna squish it again. I'm going to go here and actually around the tip. So now I'm getting what I'm hoping is a little bit more of a narrow nose. But as you can see from doing it, casting the shadow, you have to recuperate that by going back into a lightener. But the whole point is illusion with contouring. It's a little while. I'm actually going to get a little hardcore with my contouring. So, because I am using a bronzer and not an actual neutral contouring shade, because typically you want a gray cast or true brown to contour your face. And so when you try to contour with a bronzy or orange or pink undertone, you're gonna feel funny. But you see how, like, it's very, jumped out of my hand. It's very, I'm gonna say costumey, because that's like not the right word that I'm looking for. I need to make sure that I get a good line. Yeah, that narrowed it up, but because I have an orange shade instead of like a true brown, it looks kind of funny up close. Let me see if I can put some concealer. I'm going to thought one of these hardcore concealers and try and buff away some of this orange. Or should I just make it more orange? Okay. I think I just made it more orange. Ooh. Got off on a tangent though with this contouring situation. Reel it in, I guess. Reel it in. Okay, there we go. so that's a little contouring situation. Let me put on some mascara. I'm using, I believe, an Essence volumizing waterproof mascara. I make it a point not to like open my mouth because that's like a thing. My mom did that all the time, and it's like a joke. Like, oh, do women have to open their mouths to put on mascara? No, I don't, bitch. I don't need to open my mouth to get a precise catch of my eyelashes. Don't even be fucking with me. There we go. So, excuse me. I'm ready to attempt some eyebrows without. I'm using the LA Girl Rawbeauty. This is like my jam. Love it because it is less expensive, but it works as good as the good stuff. I am used to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Define Brow. I believe that's the name of it. The thicker eyebrow pencil that is, I believe, $23, $24. So this is much cheaper, and I get the same effect that I'm looking for. And again, I do have great shape to my eyebrows. They are just blonde. They're blonde. And I usually dye them. I use the Just for Men's light brown eyebrow color. The light brown beard. Just for Men, I believe I buy like the beard. Just for Men beard in light brown to dye my eyebrows. Just in case I wake up in a hurry. Because I do have 2 small children. So in case I wake up in a hurry and I don't get to my eyebrows, I'm definitely putting mascara on my eyelashes because my eyelashes are blonde as well. I'm just trying to get this up because I believe it is 50 minutes and going. I feel like that's way too long. Nobody's gonna watch an hour video of me putting on makeup and talking about makeup when I really should have been talking about something else. My eyes are burning. Okay, so we did the Pure Rawbeauty Kristi palette, and I told you guys it was going to come together after you put the makeup on. So you do like a watercolor effect like I did. You can do a cut crease, you can zhuzh it up, you can adjust it and whatnot, but you need to adjust it before you put on your concealer, because you see how hardcore this concealer is. I swear to you, like, if I were to even attempt anything, and like right now it's tacky because I did not set it with anything, but I just want to show you, like, I just threw some makeup on. That's where we're at. That's where we're at with this situation. We're at the 52-minute mark. So I did the Rawbeauty Kristi palette, and I also did the Dose of Color. I love Sarah. I added that glitter. It is a green blue shift, which worked perfectly because I blended the green and the blue from the Rawbeauty Kristi X Pure palette. And then I hardcore contoured my nose for some reason to kind of give you guys an idea of what not to do. Because I used, if you remember, I used the NARS Laguna, and that is very orange. So you end up getting this weird orange color on your face. So there it is. I thought about doing like eyeliner Oh, girl. Do I want to mess up the whole thing and just flick an eyeliner on there? See, like, just mess it up, girl. My heart's telling me you don't know how to do it, and my mind is like, girl, go for it. Go for it. You're left-handed. It's like, you're left-handed. Flick it out, girl. Just finish your makeup look. Taking the corner. And I'm like, I'm literally doing it on the viewfinder. Like, I have no common sense. I have no common sense. And I'm doing it in the viewfinder. Like, strictly. See? There we go. Don't look at it. It's wrong. I threw on some eyeliner. It looks like poo-poo. But I want everybody to know I just threw it on. It is what it is. Does it even match? It looks like it matches. Hey. Okay, so this is my get ready for me chit chat. It was very nonchalant, first try. I did want to pay homage to Rawbeauty Kristi. She got her Color Mom collab after this Pure collab. So congratulations, Kristi. I don't think you'll ever see this, but I love you. I've been following you forever. So thank you so much for watching. I hope to continue making content. It's just going to be when I'm able to, because my mom has my kids. And I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. And have a wonderful evening, night, day. Have a good time. Oh, look at that eyeliner. Ew. So, had a fun time with you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And I know I've said that like 67 million times, but I really do appreciate anyone that clicks on this video. And we're almost at the hour mark, so if you stayed that long, whoa, I love you so much. Let me know to make more videos. Let me know what videos you want to see. And I will continue to make videos as I'm able to. They may be vlog style because I'm to the point where I'm like, well, I would like to share things, but I can't sit down and shoot a film like this. I do not have the capacity to only sleep like 4 hours a night. I need like 6 or 7 hours. I do work full-time during the day, and I do have 2 children that I care for. So thank you so much again, and I will see you in my next video.